So this here is a video to show you a couple of tricks to solve a problem I've been having in the last few tournaments. So I tend to run chaos and detachments, and it tends to be a bit of a soup list, and there's a lot going on. So one of the troubles I have is when I do relics, I tend to forget to actually use them. So in the next little bit, I'll be running a tournament, and I'll be using a Thousand Suns detachment, which will include Armin and a couple of Demon Princes. So the trouble comes from when I'm trying to remember to use the relics. So the Thousand Suns Codex that we're going to be using, it's got several relics in it. And the two that I'm going to be using are the Dark Matter Crystal and the Helm of the Third Eye. Dark Matter Crystal tends to be once a game, and Helm of the Third Eye lets you try to steal command points when your opponent uses a stratagem. The problem is I forget they're there. So one of the neat tricks you can do is you can create reminders or tokens, things like that. So what I've ended up doing is I've grabbed a couple of small bases, and then I've created just some molds on them using just the bonding putty stick that I have. And I've created these two little mouths. I've taken a old knight's helmet front piece and I've put that there, and that's going to act as a reminder for the Helm of the Third Eye. And then I've got this stone, and I'm actually just going to put and attach. I'm actually going to just attach that stone there, and that'll remind me of the Dark Matter Crystal. So I primed these with just normal gray paint, and then I'm just going to paint them up, and they'll serve as reminders during my tournament. Now, the other kicker you can do is you can use them as objective markers later if you're not running these, or put them aside. In any case, for me, it just reminds me that they're there. And game knowledge is common knowledge, so it reminds the opponents that they're there as well. So in painting our two reminders, what I used was just a little bit of lead belcher base on the helm, and then what I'm going to use is a little bit of Eshin gray on both of the stones. Just to make sure they have a nice uniform gray, even though they're already primed with gray. There are areas that didn't quite get covered there. So we're finished with the Eshin gray. We're going to put a dry brush layer of Dawnstone over the top of that now. So just a light dry brush to bring out some of the highlights in that rock, just like so. Something like that. And we'll do the same to the little rock down here. And then finally we're going to put a really dry brush of Celestia Gray, which is a base. So it's going to have really good coverage, so we want just a little bit of it there. And now what we'll do is take some Abaddon Black with glazing medium. Just replace the base Back to the original black shade. And it'll have its nice shiny plastic look as well. Just like so. Finally, we're just going to take a little bit of Balthasar gold to our helmet and just do all of the trim. Finally, we're just going to put a little bit of a highlight of brass scorpion just on the brass areas we just painted, just to lighten them up a little bit. A little bit of a two-tone color going on there. And that in itself should be fine. And then what we'll do is flock them. And once they're flocked, we will clear coat them and then attach the gem to the other stone. So here's our two finished pieces, and they're based and clear coated. So the only thing we have left to do is just to affix the gemstone like so. And that's pretty much it. Both pieces are done and ready for playing tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can use these as objective markers in other games if you tend not to be using those relics, or you could build other relics as well depending on what you're doing. I hope this was helpful, and with any luck, it's a little hack that will help you win some games. Have a nice day.